The following is a presentation of WRDN Sports. Welcome to the Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com. Now, with today's Panther Preview, here is Brian Winnekins.
From Baldwin-Woodville High School tonight, boys high school basketball as Durand-Arkansaw is at Baldwin-Woodville for a non-conference matchup. This is the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. For the Panthers, they're 11-4 overall on the season after their 48-40 mound last week, while Baldwin-Woodville is 3-9 on the season after their 70-51 loss to Amory. For the Panthers, Parker Olmstead still the leading scorer, 18 points a game. Dane Bates, the leading rebounder, with 9 rebounds a game. For Baldwin-Woodville, Evan Clausen, the leading scorer, 17 points a game. Kevin Saul, the leading rebounder, at 6 rebounds a game. And coming up on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we're going to talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky about that huge win over Elk Mound last week. Boy, what a game, and about tonight's game against Baldwin-Woodville. Coming up next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we'll tell you who's playing where on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. That's coming up next on the Advent Health Panther Preview. Brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. Boys basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. Yes. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. As we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Baldwin-Woodville boys basketball game, let's run down what's happening tonight on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. In the Dairyland Conference in boys basketball tonight, Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran is at Blair Taylor. In the Dunn St. Croix, Oliva Strum is at Plum City Elmwood. That game to be held at Plum City High School. We'll also have the Durand-Arkansaw Baldwin-Woodville game, of course, and in the Middle Border Conference, Somerset at Spooner. Girls basketball tonight, Oliva Strum at Cochrane Fountain City. And in the Dunn St. Croix Conference tonight, Cadott at Elk Mound, Mondovi hosting Ellsworth, Colfax at River Falls, Spooner plays at Glenwood City. You can follow the Durand Fresh Market of our website at realcountry1430.com. And that's what's happening around the area tonight in high school sports. On the way on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we're going to talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky about the big come-from-behind win over Elk Mound last week and tonight's game against Baldwin-Woodville. That's next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. Yes. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com as we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Baldwin-Woodville boys basketball game. Joining us right now, Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky. And Coach, well, how's the team doing after that big win from Elk Mound? They still on a little bit of a high?
You know, I think so. I mean, it feels good, and we know what a big game it was and where it puts us for conference. So, you know, we had a little practice last night, and the guys seemed in good spirits and had I think, too, they know what type or time of the year it is, and that we got to start really buckling down to finish out the month of I think that they're focused. They know what they can do when they put their minds to it, and we'll see. We got a good test tonight against Baldwin.
And great win. You're down by 19, come from behind. But I'm sure that first half there was a lot of discussion about that as a coaching staff and as a team.
Yeah, and looking back, and you're just watching it, and it's like, I ended up looking at the total turnovers, and it was like we had 8 turnovers on the whole game. So they're all just in unfortunate spots throughout that first half where they kind of snowballed on us, and we couldn't get anything going offensively. And it's, it kind of showed those guys in the second half. If we really chip away at stuff and have a little more patience with what we're capable of doing and playing together. So hopefully that really, can spark us here throughout the month of February as we go through.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky. Okay, so for tonight, taking on Baldwin-Woodville, the old Middle Border Conference rivals. So what does the film show you with Baldwin-Woodville?
A lot of it, some stuff from the years past too, the 3-2 zone. They like to play a lot of 3-2 zone and some man-to-man. A couple nice players. They got a nice big lefty that brings the ball up for them and can shoot from downtown, play inside, outside. And they got some other shooters on their team as well. They're not as big as they've been in the past. We came up here a couple years ago, and it was, Dane's a sophomore going against one of the bigger guys in their conference, and he was a big beast inside. So hopefully, Dane can kind of return the favor this year and being up here and be the big guy in the middle and especially against that 3-2, if we can get him started in the paint, that can open up some other things.
Now, I noticed you mentioned one of their players is a lefty. Is that really a big deal? I mean, I know in baseball it is. I know in bowling it is. Maybe in football if you're the left-handed quarterback. I'm left-handed. That's why. Is it really that big make a difference?
Not so much unless the other unless we're prepared for it. Just knowing that when you put pressure on him, he's probably going to go hard left, and just getting your body positioned a little bit better. But when you naturally just are used to guarding right-handers, you kind of naturally side to that right. The biggest thing that a good defender will make that adjustment and know that when push comes to shove, he's probably going to go left and come back left and be smart enough to take that away. So it does because I think guys. You get it down in the paint, a guy's going to back you down, and then he's probably going to come back to his left if he's a lefty. So just knowing those kind of things helps out.
Wow. Guess I'm left-handed. I never had an advantage when I played, but then again, I didn't want the ball because then everybody was around me. I'll be the defense guy. So offensively, then they got the one big shooter. Do they like to shoot from the outside?
I'd say a little mix. I don't see them as a couple guys that are draining from deep or anything like that. But that 2 and a couple others will fire up those threes. But it's a little inside outside, and they really want to rely on that 3-2 zone, slowing you down, causing problems, and getting some runouts from that.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky this evening. Obviously, with what happened against Elk Mound, I'm sure that you're like a key tonight is this. No, we can't have a turnover on the first possession because that could snowball.
Playing a 3-2 is going to slow us down a little bit. We're going to have to be a little more, get to our spots, get to our looks. So that will potentially slow us down a little bit there on the offensive end. But once hopefully we start figuring out how to navigate through it and get our looks, it'll open some things up for us. I'm hoping our defense will also create some problems for them and get us out in transition ourselves. And, probably be a lot of zone out of both teams maybe tonight, and we'll see what happens.
What's the key to beat a 3-2? Other than getting down court on a transition before they can set it up.
Right. We want to do some stuff where we're cutting some of our guards to the corner and getting 2 posts in there where we're stretching out those 2 on the bottom. If we can do that and get one of the guys out to the corner, that'll free up a couple of the guys on the blocks or short corner, the ball towards that short corner against any type of zone where you can start getting some guys slashing through. And I think the 3-2 is more vulnerable to some offensive rebounds. So if we can get guys opposite block and shots go up, we can get on the glass a little bit. That's going to help out as well.
Going to be a fun game. We'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thanks.
Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky on the way. Starting lineups and tip-off. Durand-Arkansaw at Baldwin-Woodville in boys high school basketball. Coming up next on Real Country 1430 AM stereo, WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and 107.3 FM translator W297CH Durand.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical and whole person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
The Durand Improvement Group is committed to improving Durand's quality of life through involvement in our community. From Fun Fest to music in the park, Durand Dazzle Holiday, and more, the Durand Improvement Group's mission is to strengthen area businesses and improve our community welfare. DIG is open to all members of the community, not just businesses. You can help. Visit DurandImprovementGroup.org and become an individual member of the Durand Improvement Group today. This message is a public service of Real Country 1430 WRDN.
Your computer is a radio. Log on to realcountry1430.com to listen online. Of Durand.
Welcome back to Durand-Arkansaw, or from Baldwin-Woodville High School tonight, as we are getting ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Baldwin-Woodville boys basketball game. And we are going to have our national anthem. Oh, we're going to have our sportsman's announcement. So we'd like to say a special welcome to the men and women serving in the military, listening to our broadcast on our streaming audio service at realcountry1430.com. We'd like to say thank you for your service. We hope tonight's broadcast brings you a taste of home wherever you may be serving. And thank you to Adams Super Service, your Partners Network Car Care Center Durand, and also Prime Realty of Durand, the area's #1 home seller. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. They are our streaming audio sponsors. Those of you watching our broadcast on our streaming video service, we welcome you as well. And thank you to the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board as well for supporting our streaming video service. Also welcome to those of you watching on the Durand-Arkansaw School District YouTube channel and also NTech Channel 99. And throughout the night, we'll also be thanking our high school sports sponsors. But right now, we have our national anthem. Our national anthem this evening, as we are just moments away from tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Baldwin-Woodville boys basketball game. Starting lineups for tonight for Durand-Arkansaw. They are 11-4 overall. Coming out for the Panthers, number 3, senior Parker Olmstead. Number 12, sophomore Luke Weber. Number 15, senior Connor Wittig. Number 24, junior Max Anderson. And number 25, senior Dane Bates. Panthers in their black uniforms with the purple numerals. And for Baldwin-Woodville, 3-9 overall. Coming out number 1, senior Jeremy Jacobson. Number 2, senior Evan Clausen. Number 3, senior Gavin Sal. Number 10, sophomore Joe Jensen. And number 12, junior Dane Viendal. And the Blackhawks in their white uniforms with the red numerals. And we are ready to go. Panthers will be going from left to right. Blackhawks right to left here this evening. Thank you to Jerry Bear & Sons with custom-made feed for livestock from Hubbard Feeds, located by Annabis Silo, Highway 25 Durand. Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner, and the Chenfit Smith Funeral Home serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services by visiting chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com. All right, we are ready to go. And it's tipped and controlled by Baldwin-Woodville. We are underway. And so as it's inside now with Baldwin-Woodville with the ball, Clausen puts up the shot, no good. Tipped out, and it's going to be rebounded by Jensen. Back into the right corner, whistling a foul. Foul will be on Anderson. Inbounding it now to our left will be Evan Clausen. He inbounds it now and back to Clausen from Sal, whistling a travel before the shot. From the JV game earlier tonight, Panthers won that 48-43. All right, so inbounded to Olmsted. And Olmsted across the timeline now to Wittick. Wittick tries to get the pass inside to Olmsted. He can't hang on. It goes out of bounds. It's Baldwin-Woodville ball. And so inbounded now to Clausen, full court Panther press. And Clausen now gets it across the timeline over to Jacobson. Jacobson now kicks it back out to the top of the key to Viendal. Back over to Jacobson. Jacobson now looking for a cutter. No one there. Now inside to Sell. Sell in the lane. Has to kick it back to the outside. Onto the wing. Back to Sell. Sell in the lane. Puts up the shot up and in. 2-0 Baldwin-Woodville. Olmsted across the timeline now to Weber. Weber on the far side. Weber cross-court pass inside to Dates. He can't hang on. It goes out of bounds. Baldwin-Woodville ball. And so inbounded now to Clausen. Clausen, bomb all the way down to Sal. Sal puts up the shot. Good. 4-0 Baldwin-Woodville. Bomb back the other way to Wittick. Wittick back to Olmsted. Olmsted now over to Weber. 4-0 Blackhawks. Over to Olmsted. Olmsted on the left side. Comes out to the wing. Now back to center to Wittick. Wittick looking for Anderson inside now, has to go to Olmsted. Olmsted right wing. Back to Wittick, top of the key. Over to Weber, right wing. Or left wing, rather. And now inside to Bates. Bates, oh, what a pass inside to Bates. Up and in. Wow. That was a fastball right down the pike. And a ball kicked by Wittick after the inbound. We'll try that again. 4-2 Blackhawks. Inbounding it to our right now is Jacobson. Jacobson inbounds it to Jensen. Full court Panther press. Back to Jacobson. Jacobson now over to Jensen across the timeline. And now onto the left wing. Inside now to Sal. Sal kicks it back out top of the key. Head fake is Jacobson. At the top of the key, back inside to Sal. Sal puts up the tough shot. Rims out. No good. Rebounded by Bates. Bates to Olmsted. Olmsted to Weber. Weber left wing. Up and in. We're tied at 4. Full court Panther press now. Inbounded to Jensen. Jensen now back to Jacobson. They get across the timeline now to Viendal. Viendal puts up the shot. No good. Whistle and a foul. Oh, no. They're going to say it's out of bounds off of the Blackhawks. So Panther ball. This time a 3-2 full court press by Baldwin-Woodville. Anderson now not across the timeline. Anderson to Olmsted. Olmsted back to Anderson. Anderson now to Weber across the timeline. Comes down to the left wing. Cross-court pass to Olmsted. Olmsted right wing. 3-ball on the way is good by Olmsted. 7-4 Panthers. That's the other way you break a zone. And over to Clausen now. 3 balls will start to do that. Clausen across the timeline. Clausen now over to the wing now to Jensen. Jensen 3-ball is good. We're tied at 7. And back the other way now, not across the timeline, is Weber. Weber now does get across the timeline. Over to Olmsted. Olmsted now to Wittick. Wittick right wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Tipped out. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson up and in. He got the tip from Bates. 9-7 Panthers. Full court Panther press to Jensen. Jensen now back to Clausen. Clausen not across the timeline, back to Jensen. Jensen now bounce pass over to Viandahl. He'll be on the left wing, gets it across the timeline. Round the horn we go. Jacobson now over to Clausen. Clausen back inside. Loose ball. Coming up with it is Wittig. Wittig to Olmsted. To Weber. Weber back the other way. Up and in. Whistle. Timeout. Baldwin-Woodville. Panthers lead by 4. 11-7. And thank you to Bauer Built Tire. Let Bauer Built Tire take care of your automotive needs. Give them a call at 672-8300 or visit them online at BauerBuilt.com. The Cottage, from floral arrangements to Valentine's Day gifts for mom. They have some great Valentine's Day specials. Guys, order early for delivery. It's The Cottage, downtown Durand. The JKO Auto Body Shop with car restoration and collision repair. It's the JKO Auto Body Shop, Madison Street, Durand. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery stores, Durand Fresh Market. Download the new app for even more savings. Visit shopfreshmarkets.com for more information. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Without their help, it's pretty simple. We wouldn't be here tonight. So please thank our sponsors for supporting our broadcasts. We're back underway. Inbounded now to Jensen. Cross court to Viandahl as he gets across the timeline. Back to Jensen. Jensen now to Jacobson. Jacobson on the left wing. Round the horn we go. On the right wing now to Clausen. Cross court pass to Jacobson. Jacobson on the left wing. Now back to the right wing. Over to Clausen. He'll try to drive in on the baseline. Passes it off to Sell. Sell has to kick it out. Intercepted. Intercepted by Wittig. Wittig keeps it himself. Coast to coast stop. Out to Olmsted. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Tipped out. Rebounded by Sell. Sell over to Jensen. Jensen across the timeline. Jensen now looking for a cutter. No one there. Has to pass it to Jacobson. Back to Jensen. Jensen back at center. Now over to Viandahl. Viandahl to Jensen. Jensen comes down to about the top of the key now. Bounce pass to Jacobson to Jensen. They're just kind of playing catch. Now a 3-ball on the way. Shot's good by Clausen from the right wing. 11-10, Panthers lead. Over to Weber. Weber back to Olmsted. To Weber, still not across the timeline. Now over to Olmsted across the timeline. To Wittig. Wittig right wing. Back out to Olmsted at center. To Weber now left wing. Weber looking for Anderson inside, finds him. Over to Bates. Bates up and in. Oh, nice. 13-10 Panthers. And inbounded to Clausen. Clausen now back to Jensen. Back to Clausen on the far side, not across the timeline. Now they're across the timeline to Jacobson. Jacobson bounce pass inside, intercepted. Intercepted by Olmsted. Olmsted back the other way for the Panthers. Comes down to the right wing. He comes to a stop. Now over to Weber. Weber looking for Anderson. There's someone inside. Nope. And over to Wittig now, top of the key. Wittig back to Weber. Weber bounce pass inside to Anderson. Back over to Bates. Loses the ball. And coming up with it is Jacobson. Back the other way. Puts up the shot. No good. Tipped out. And getting the rebound is Sal. But intercepted by Olmsted. Splits two defenders. And up and in. So 15-10 Panthers now. Inbounded to Clausen. Clausen back to Jensen. They get across the timeline now, and that is Jacobson. Puts up a shot, blocked by Bates, goes out of bounds. Blackhawk ball. Weisenbeck and Brydon coming in as Anderson and Weber come out. And to inbound it to our left is Clausen. Panthers lead 15-10. 11:43 left in the half. Over to Jensen now. Inside now to Sal. Sal is, or check that's Clausen. He has to retreat back out towards center. And he does. Now we come back down to the left wing to Jensen. Back to Sal. Squares up, top of the key. 3-ball off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Sal. Sal now back to Clausen. Driving the lane. Puts up the shot. Up and in. 15-12 Panthers. As Brydon now, not across the timeline, though, gets it to Wittig across the timeline. Back to Brydon. Brydon now, top of the key now over to Olmsted. Olmsted to Weisenbeck, left corner. Now onto the left side, back to Olmsted. Olmsted back at center. Looking for someone inside, no one there. Now to Brydon. Brydon now, bounce pass over to Olmsted. Cross-court pass to Wittig, top of the key. 3-ball on the way. Shot good by Wittig for the 3. And so 18-12 Panthers inbounded now to Walthall. Walthall now gets it across the timeline over to Jensen. Jensen left wing. Back to Jacobson now. Jacobson to Walthall. Walthall now looking for a cutter. No one home. Now bounce pass inside to Clausen. Clausen left or right baseline up and in. To make it 18-14 Panthers. 10:25 remaining in the half. As Olmsted now comes across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Breidung, right wing. Back to Olmsted, right side. 3-ball on the way. Good by Olmsted. 21-14 Panthers. And Clausen now back to Walthall. And across the timeline now to Clausen. Clausen now dishes it back off to Jacobson in the lane. Shot blocked. Coming up with it is Wittig. Wittig to Olmsted. Left wing. 3-ball. Shot off the back of the rim. No good. Whistle foul. Foul is going to be on. And so I think that was on Walthall. And so going to the line for 3 is Olmsted. First free throw on the way is good. Thank you to Numbers R Us, your daily money managers. 3rd Avenue West Durand. Rhonda is bonded and insured. She can help your family save money from all those late fees and prevent fraud as well. Give Rhonda a call at 672-8093 to find out how a daily money manager can help your family. Second free throw is good. Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. The hog sale going on right now at Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand, and Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Healthcare your way. Find out more. Visit provisions.health for more information. Second free throw was good by Olmsted. And third one on the way is good. He makes all 3. To make it 24-14 Panthers. Inbounded now to Walthall. Walthall now over to Clausen. And Clausen now not across the timeline. Does get across the timeline now. Comes into the lane. Keeps it himself. He has Breidung in his face. Tries to put up a shot. Blocked by Anderson. Anderson back to Olmsted. Olmsted up and in. Off the glass. Good. Panthers. And a timeout. Baldwin-Woodville. With the 9:31 remaining, Panthers leading 26-14. Thank you to 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom with building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Visit WWT.coop. The Riverside Grill. Visit the Riverside Grill for daily specials. Don't forget about that Friday fish fry. Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. O'Galley Cheese Factory. They have the cheese and meat trays for that big game get-together. That's O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25, Durand. Martin Transport. Visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. The Cell Block. Visit the Cell Block for Friday fish fries. They also have the all-day soup and salad bar, too. And other daily specials from this Cell Block. And Durand Improvement Group. Many hands make light work. Volunteer to help with community events. Visit durandimprovementgroup.org. Again, please thank all of our high school sports sponsors. They make our broadcast possible. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, and tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. Because without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight at Baldwin-Woodville High School. All right, the timeout is done. Panthers lead by a score of 26-14. Blackhawks have the ball. And Ben Johnson to inbound it. He inbounds it to Walthall. And Walthall now guarded by Olmsted. Across the timeline comes Walthall. And over to the right wing to Clausen. Clausen now top of the key to Sell. Sell fakes left, goes right, tries to drive inside, can't do it now. Head fake by Johnson, who tries to put up a shot on the opposite corner, can't do it. Now bounce pass back over to Sell. Sell puts up a shot, no good. Knocked out of bounds by Breidung. As going for that rebound was Bignell, but Breidung knocks it out of bounds. Okay, so Walthall to inbound it now to our left. And he gets it inbounded now to Sell. Sell kicks it back out to the top of the key now over to Clausen. Clausen left wing, drives inside. Whistle foul. Foul will be on Breidung. So inbounding it to our left right now will be Clausen. Panthers lead 26-14. Inbounded now to Sell. Sell back over to Clausen in the lane. Puts up the shot. Gets the shooter's roll. Olmsted to Weber. Weber to Anderson. Anderson across the timeline back to Olmsted. Olmsted left wing, now to Weber. Weber right wing. He comes to the top of the key, tries to drive inside, can't do it. Back to Olmsted now. Olmsted more towards center now. Over to Brydung. On the far side, Brydung now. Cross-court pass over to Olmsted. Olmsted on the right wing. Olmsted now. Tries to drive inside now over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck in the right corner. Oh, looked like a travel there, but over to Brydung. Brydung drives in from the wing, puts up the shot, blocked. Blocked by number 3. Sal goes out of bounds, Panther ball. 8:19 remaining in the first half. Panthers lead 26-16. Brydung to inbound it to our right. Brydung looking, still looking, inbounded to Anderson. Anderson in trouble now, comes over to the right corner, back to Brydung. He'll score up, 3-ball on the way, shot no good. And Weisenbeck with the loose ball, catches it. Left corner, 3-ball, shot rims out, no good. This time rebounded by Sell. Sell back to Walthall, across the timeline for the Blackhawks. Panthers up by 10. Over to Sell now, Sell left wing, or right wing rather, top of the key to Bignell. Bignell now over to Viendal. Viendal now bounce pass over to Bignell. Bignell try to drive in on the right wing, can't do it, kicks it back out to the top of the key now, over to Viendal. Viendal left wing, looking for Bignell inside, and that ain't going to happen. Now he has to kick it back out to Walthall. Walthall now over to the right wing to Johnson. Johnson now, bounce pass finally inside to Bignell. He'll put up the shot, gets the shooter's roll up and in. Over to Olmsted now, to Weber. 26-18 Panthers. Weber keeps it himself, splits 2 defenders, and loses the ball. Drive it inside. It goes out of bounds. Back to Baldwin-Woodville. Bates and Wittick coming in. Weisenbeck and Brydung come out. So inbounding it now will be Viendal. Inbounds it to Walthall. Walthall back to Johnson. Not across the timeline yet. Still in the far court. And they finally get across the timeline. Viendal does. Over to Johnson. Johnson back to Walthall, who's at center. Now to the right wing to Viendal. Viendal tries to kick it inside. Now head fake the 3 at the top of the key is Johnson. Now down to the left wing to Walthall. Nice kick by Wittick. He got air on that kick. It'll stay Baldwin-Woodville ball. Clausen comes in for Sell. Inbounding it in front of us is Viendal. Viendal now inbounds it to Walthall, who will bring it back from across the timeline. Now down to the right wing to Viendal. Viendal kicks it into the corner. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Tip. Bates, though, comes up with it. Over to Olmsted. Olmsted quickly back the other way. Keeps it himself. Puts up the tough shot. Oh, wow. What a shot by Parker Olmsted. Holy cow. On the run, in traffic, stop, shot, good. 28-18 Panthers. And now to Walthall. They get it across the timeline to Johnson. Around the horn we go now as Johnson. Right wing, bounce pass inside to Bignell. Bignell has to kick it back out to the left wing. Viendal tries to drive in, kicks it back out to the wing. 3-ball by Walthall. 28-21 Panthers. Cross the timeline to Wittick. Now Weber has it. Weber to Anderson. Anderson left wing. He's in a little bit of trouble. Gets it over to Weber. Weber now tries to drive inside from the free throw line. Shot short. No good. Tipped out. And it's going to be tipped. We'll see if they call over and back. They don't because it was tipped. And so back across the other way is Olmsted. Olmsted now to Bates. Bates back to Weber. Weber now to Anderson. Anderson left side. 3-ball shot off the back of the rim. No good. He gets his own rebound and kicks it back out to Olmsted. We'll try that again. Weber, a long 3-ball. Shot short, no good. This time rebounded by Clausen. Bomb back the other way. Shot blocked by Bates. Wow. Viendal, I thought, was going to have the easy lay-in. Bates managed to get back in time and make the block. No foul either. 28-21, Panthers lead. 5:15 remaining in the half. Clausen to inbound it. Inbounds it now to Jensen. Cross-court pass now over to Walthall on the right wing. Now over to Clausen on the right wing. Cross-court pass to the left wing to Walthall. Inside now to Jacobson. Jacobson was looking for a cutter, not there. Now 15-footer shot. Oh, off the glass by Jensen, up and in. 28-23 now, Panthers. And across the timeline now comes Olmsted. Olmsted, top of the key now, over to Anderson. Anderson inside to Bates. Travel before the shot. And so now to inbound it is Jensen. And full court Panther press, inbounded now to Clausen. Clausen back to Walthall. Walthall now over to Clausen. And they get it across the timeline now. Into the lane, shot put up, good by Jensen. 3-point Panther lead now, 28-25. Bit of a run by the Blackhawks here. And Olmsted, 3-ball! Parker Olmsted from downtown, wow! To make it 31-25 Panthers. Inbounded now to Clausen. Across the timeline now to Jacobson. Jacobson back to Jensen. Jensen stop, 15-footer, good. Inbounded now to Olmsted. 31-27 Panthers. 4 minutes remaining in the half. Olmsted, top of the key now, over to Weber. Weber left side. Comes back out to the top of the key, works off the screen from Anderson. Now to Bates. Bates, top of the key, inside to Anderson. Gets tipped back out to Bates. Inside to Anderson now. Anderson into the lane, puts up the tough shot, up and in. Well, it didn't really look pretty, but it worked. And now over to Walthall. 33-27 Panthers. And across the timeline now over to Clausen. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Loose ball. And it's a loose ball back the other way. Whittick comes up with it, up and in. And now back the other way we go is Sell. Sell kicks it into the lane. Shot blocked by Bates. Coming up with it is Olmsted. Ooh, Olmsted may have gotten away with a double dribble. And Olmsted now across the timeline. He's going to keep it himself. 15-foot shot and no good. And rebounding it is the Blackhawks. Panthers lead 35-27, 2:53 remaining here in the first half. Across the timeline now is Walthall. Walthall now over to Jacobson. Jacobson back to Anderson, back to Jacobson. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Goes off the backside of the rim. Panther ball. Thank you to the Paul Slusher Insurance Agency, your American Family Insurance agent, serving the Durand and Chippewa Falls area. American Family Insurance that fits your needs. And now inbounded to Olmsted. Paul Slusher Agency, just one of our many high school sports sponsors. Please thank all of our businesses for supporting our broadcast. Bates now over to Weber. Weber left wing, drives inside. Kicks it back out to Whittick. Whittick left corner, 3-ball shot, no good. Nice rebound by Sell. Sell back to Clausen. Panthers lead 35-27. Sell keeps it himself. Shot put up, no good. Rebounded by Brydung. Brydung back to Olmsted. Olmsted across the timeline now. Olmsted, cross-court pass to Weber. Weber on the far side now to Bates at the top of the key. Back to Weber. Long 3-ball off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Clausen. And ball knocked out of bounds by Weber into the crowd. It'll stay Blackhawk ball. Minute 52 remaining in the half. 35-27 Panthers. Viandalda inbounded on the far side. Does to Jensen. Jensen now bounce pass to Sell into the lane. Turnaround jumper. Shot no good. Rebounded by Bates. Bates over to Olmsted now. Olmsted across the timeline. Olmsted now, top of the key. Thought about the three, said he better not. Over to Weber now. Weber comes back from the left wing, works off the screen from Weisenbeck. Now to Bates. Bates inside to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck in the lane. Stop, duck, shot, foul. He'll go to the line. Coming up, our Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and Security Financial Bank halftime show coming up. Foul will be on number 3. That's going to be on Sell. Thank you to Ryan Sports Shop. Ice fishing, of course, is here. Visit Ryan Sports Shop for all of your ice fishing needs. Riverside Plaza now open for all of your car care needs. Riverside Plaza, your Napa Gold Car Care Center, located at Durand Napa, Madison Street, Durand. First free throw, no good. And Annabis Silo, your Husqvarna and Toro lawn and garden equipment dealer Annabis Silo, Highway 25 Durand. They also work on small engine repair, too, at Annabis Silo. Free throw on the way is good by Weisenbeck. And so it makes it 36-27 Panthers. Across the timeline now come the Blackhawks. Over to Jensen. Jensen left wing. Minute 12 remaining. Back out towards center now. Over to Jensen. Inside now to Salcel into the lane. Ooh, nice pass inside to Viandahl. Shot though blocked by Bates. To Wittig. To Weber. Bounce pass to Weisenbeck. And he gets the shooter's roll. I thought he was going to overlay it. 38-27 now. Panthers. 52 seconds remaining. Across the timeline now comes Jensen. Jensen bounce pass over to Viandahl. Back to Jensen. Jensen to Viandahl on the left wing. Panthers look like they're in kind of a zone here. And around the horn we go now over to Jensen. Jensen top of the key now to Jacobson. Jacobson gets it inside to Sal. Sal cross-court pass down, 3-ball on the way is no good. And crashing the glass though is Sal. He gets the rebound, gets it back out to Jacobson. They'll try it again. 24 seconds remaining. Over to Jensen. They'll go for the last shot, most likely. Nope, not going to do the three. Back out towards center to Clausen. Clausen now. Bounce pass over to Jensen. 12 seconds remaining now. Into the corner. Left corner is Viandahl. Back over to Clausen. 6 seconds remaining. Clausen now. Left wing. Fakes left. Goes right. Stop. Shot. No good. And it rebounded by Sal. Puts up the shot. No good. We're at halftime. With the Panthers leading 38-27. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball here on WRDN.
Time for the SFB Security Financial Bank and the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency Halftime Show. Brought to you by Security Financial Bank. Secure your future at Security Financial Bank, Durand, River Falls, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Bloomer, and Black River Falls. And by the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agent, downtown Durand.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Your Auto Owners agent serving the Durand area is Jerry Thompson Insurance, a division of Ansay and Associates.
ABC News, I'm Richard Cantu. 25% tariffs on Canadian and Mexican imports on hold for at least 30 days. The move coming after President Trump talked with the leaders of both countries.
Both countries had vowed to retaliate. In Canada, American sports teams booed during the national anthem. Canadian liquor stores taking American whiskey off the shelves. The Wall Street Journal editorial page calling it, quote, the dumbest trade war in history.
ABC's Rachel Scott. The Senate confirmed fossil fuel exec Chris Wright as energy secretary. Wright's been one of the industry's loudest voices against efforts to fight climate change. Notre Dame announced the death of basketballer John Shoemate. He led the Fighting Irish to a 71-70 upset of UCLA in January of 1974, ending the Bruins' record 88-game winning streak. John Shoemate was 72. This is ABC News.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer lets you easily compare direct rates from different insurance companies, so you can be confident you're getting the right one, even if it's not with Progressive. Way more confident than you were when you bought that TV in the parking lot. It just happened to not come in a box, or include a remote. And when you finally managed to turn it on, all it displayed was the menu of Grumpy's Tacos. So use Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer and be confident you're getting insurance that's right for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Attention all egg producers, it's the 2025 Chippewa Valley Egg Conference Thursday, February 20th from 9 to 3:30 at Florian Gardens, Eau Claire. This full-day event presented by Security Financial Bank features a keynote address by egg strategist Doug Johnson, breakout sessions on tax planning, dairy market updates, and more, plus a panel discussion on modern egg challenges and opportunities. Registration is $30 and includes lunch. Register by February 13th. Visit sfbank.com for registration information. SFB, member FDIC.
The Chiefs and Eagles start Super Bowl week with the annual Super Bowl Media Day this evening in New Orleans. I'm Bill Scott with sports. Chiefs looking to three-peat. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes asked what stands out about three-peat champions Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Derek Jeter.
I think more than anything is you see the competitors that they are, is that they're going to do whatever it takes to win. And that's what you have to be in order to have success in professional sports, is a competitor, someone that's going to put in the work every single week. And watching them and listening to the things that when they talk about, that's helped shape my career on how I have to work. And obviously that's a long way, so I feel like still for me to go to be mentioned with those guys, but I'll try to do whatever I can to be close enough as I can be.
Bucks are coming off a 132-119 loss to Memphis at home last night. Things get more difficult tonight when they travel to Oklahoma City. The Thunder 38-9 in the season. Bucks are 26-21. Brewers avoid salary arbitration with catcher William Contreras, reaching a $6 million deal for next season. Bill Scott, Wisconsin Radio Network.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Your hometown auto owner's insurance agents working for you. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, downtown Durand.
Elliott elevates Clash competition. I'm Susie Armstrong, the Story Next on NASCAR Today. Brought to you by eBay. eBay, things people love.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small, loud or quiet. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love, guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
On Thursdays, NASCAR Live goes wide open with some of the biggest names in the sport.
The goal is the same, so the mindset's the same. All right, the goal is to win the championship.
And some familiar voices that you might not have heard from in a while.
You know, I thought about going to one of these teams because I'd really like to win the 500.
I never planned any of this to start with, right from the very beginning.
No matter what driver or what era is your favorite, NASCAR Live Wide Open has every corner of the fan base covered. Subscribe now wherever you listen to podcasts.
Chase Elliott dominated last night's Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray Stadium. Leading 171 of 200 laps from the pole, the 2020 NASCAR Cup Series champion made a statement, regardless of points, that the Hendrick Motorsports driver will be a force to be reckoned with this season.
I know it's not a points race, but I don't care. These things are so hard to win, whether it's a points race, not a points race. This garage has become so competitive, and these guys are so good at what they do. It's just very rewarding to cross the finish line first in whatever type of event it is when you're racing against those types of drivers.
I'm Susie Armstrong. This is NASCAR Today on the Motor Racing Network.
At Security Financial Bank, we understand what it takes to grow what matters. We know success doesn't happen overnight. It takes honest work, day in and day out. We value trust, leadership, and service. We are SFB, bankers who believe in your farm, your family, your future. Bankers who believe in you. Learn more at sfbank.com. Member FDIC.
For the latest news and issues affecting agriculture, join me, Chip Flory, with AgriTalk, weekdays at 1 on Real Country
1430 WRDN.
Welcome back to Baldwin-Woodville High School. Halftime, Panthers leading 38-27. Earlier this evening in the JV game, Panthers won that game 48-43. For the Panthers, Parker Olmsted leading the way. 3, 6, 9, 12, make it 18 points for Parker in the first half alone. Again, Panthers leading by a score of 38-27. And other scores that we're following on the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Spooner at Glenwood City, also Mondovi at Ellsworth and Girls Hoops. Also Oliva Strum at Elmwood Plum City as well. Those are some of the games that we're following on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Second half coming up. Panthers leading 38-27. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
The real deals come from Durand Fresh Market, and they can be found online. Download the Fresh Market Rewards app and sign up to have weekly deal alerts sent right to your phone. Find digital coupons and specials and earn reward points every time you shop at Durand Fresh Market. It's easy to use the app. Just add coupons and scan the app at the checkout. It's that easy. Visit the website at shopfreshmarkets.com for the latest weekly ad, extra national coupons, or to make product suggestions. Your hometown grocery store is Durand Fresh Market, downtown Durand, and online at shopfreshmarkets.com.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Turn your smartphone into a radio. Download the free Android app at realcountry1430.com. Brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand.
Welcome back to Baldwin-Woodville High School as we get ready for the second half with the Panthers leading 38-27. Panthers will get the ball here to start this second half. All right. We're ready to go. And inbounding it on the far side will be Connor Wittick. All right, so here we go. And inbounded to Olmsted. We are underway here in this second half. Olmsted now to Bates. Bates at the top of the key. He's going to drive into the lane, puts up a shot high off the glass, up and in. And inbounded now to Clausen. And across the timeline now over to Jensen. Panthers going from right to left. Blackhawks left to right here in the second half. Into the right corner. Back inside to Clausen. Clausen right baseline. Shot put up. No good. Tip. And tips out to Sell. Sell into the corner. Left corner now. And that is Viendal. Viendal has to kick it back to the outside, though. Over to Jensen. Jensen now over to Clausen. Clausen on the right wing. Fakes the three. Hands it off to Sell. Round the horn we go now, into the left wing, back into the left corner, and that is Jensen. Jensen bounce pass inside to Clausen. Clausen puts up a shot, whistling a foul. Foul will be on Bates. And thank you to Bauer Plumbing and Septic Service of Durand, offering plumbing and septic services for new construction or home repair. Call Chris at 672-8224. First free throw was good. And also Amplify Health by Gunderson Mondovi Clinic, part of Gunderson and Tri-County Hospital and Clinics. Both free throws good. Makes it 40-29 now. Panthers. Over to Anderson. Anderson now to Weber. Weber top of the key. Kicks it into the left corner. Wittick, three ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Baldwin-Woodville. That is Sell with the rebound. And across the timeline now is Jensen. Ball thrown out of bounds, but it's going to be off of Anderson, they're going to say. So it'll stay Blackhawk ball. They'll inbound it to our right. Again, Panthers lead 40-29. Inbounded now to Sell. Out to Jensen now. Back to Sell. Over to Jacobson in the right corner. Over to Jensen. Jensen, 15-footer from the right wing off the back of the glass. No good. Knocked down, but coming up with it is Wittig. Wittig to Weber. Weber up and in. Oh, the transition points. A lot of them tonight for the Panthers. And over to Jensen. Jensen now to Sal. Inside to Clausen. Nice shot. 15-footer good. 42-31 Panthers. Across the timeline is Weber. Weber now comes to the top of the key. At the free throw line. Over to Anderson, top of the key. Inside to Bates. Bates stop. Shot high off the glass. Does not get the shooter's roll. Tip. Coming up with it is Baldwin-Woodville. That would be Jensen. Jensen now back the other way. Gets it over to Sal. Sal on the right wing. Over to the right corner now. Jacobson to Sal. Pass intercepted. Intercepted by Wittig. Over to Anderson. Anderson back to Olmstead. And Olmstead now across the timeline for the Panthers. Stop at the free throw line. Shot and does not get the shooter's roll. Rebounded by Jensen. Back the other way quickly to Jacobson on the transition. Stop. Partially blocked by Bates. Loose ball. Weber comes up to it with it. Back the other way we go. We get a guy falling down. Weber squares up. 3-ball. Shot off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Sell. Back and forth we go very fast. And now it's a loose ball and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be off of Baldwin-Woodville. 42-31 Panthers. I'm not going this fast. It's hard for the old guy radio announcer to keep up. Okay, to Wittig now. Wittig to inbound it as the old guy radio announcer catches his breath. He'll inbound it to Weber. Weber, though, goes, I'm going to run with it. And there he goes. And back the other way. Now he comes down to the left corner. Over to Bates. Bates now back to the top of the key. Over to Olmstead. Nearly intercepted. Olmstead now to Weber. Weber left wing. He'll come out to the top of the key now to Anderson at the top of the key. Anderson now looking for a cutter. Now back out to Weber. Looks like they're in a man-to-man defense now. Weber trying to work off a screen. Keeps it. No, kicks it back out to Anderson left corner. Over to Bates left wing. Out to Olmstead right wing. Olmstead now has to retreat now. He'll try to drive inside. Can't do it. Squares up. 3-ball on the way. Shot short. Way short. No good. Bates saves it, but it gets tipped out of bounds. And it will stay Panther ball. Tipping it out of bounds was Jensen. I think he was trying to, if he doesn't tip it out of bounds, Wittig comes up with it anyway. So Wittig inbounds it to Olmstead now. Olmstead over to Bates. Bates now in the lane. Does a spin move, puts up the shot, does not get the shooter's roll. And rebounded by Sal. Sal on the far side. Here we go to run again. Keeps it himself. Circus shot no good. Tipped out to Wittig. Back the other way we go. 2-on-2 break. Bounce pass to Weber. Weber up and does not get the shooter's roll. Rebounded by the Blackhawks. That is Viandahl. Viandahl now to Jensen. 42-31. Panthers still lead. Over to Jensen. Jensen to Clausen. Back to Jensen now. Jensen to the left wing to Viandahl. Over to Jensen now. Top of the key. Back to Viandahl. Now into the left corner to Jacobson. Jacobson looking inside now to Clausen. Clausen into the lane. Loses the ball. Regains control. Turnaround jumper in front of Bates. No good. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson to Olmstead. To Wittig. Wittig on the far side. Cuts in from the right wing. Puts up and in. 44-31 now, Panthers. Across the timeline is Jensen. Jensen over to Sell. Top of the key now, and that is Jensen driving inside. Kicks it over to the left corner. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And rebounded by Jensen. Jensen gets it off the Sell. Sell puts up a shot. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on Bates. His second. And thank you to the Goodrich Family Funeral Home, serving the Durand area for 5 generations. Find out about pre-planning funeral services online at goodrichfh.com. First free throw, no good. Alcivia Co-op, your certified Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor, is Alcivia Co-op and SFB Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street, Durand. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight. Both free throws no good. Olmstead now to Bates. Bates at the free throw line.
Over to Brydung on the left or right wing. He works off the screen. Back to Bates inside. Up and in. Oh, nice move. Bates sets the screen. Then he goes down the lane. Brydung throws it back to Bates. There you go. 46-31 Panthers. Across the timeline. Whistle timeout. Timeout Baldwin-Woodville. 12:29 remaining. 46-31 Panthers. Thank you to Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. Sundstrom & Company, your local tax experts. Call them for tax planning, 672-4425 to schedule that appointment. Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance with a full line of Whirlpool appliances along with installation and service. They also do service on other appliances too. Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. N-Tech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. Endless summer fitness and tanning with around-the-clock fitness and tanning access, Durand. And the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, a division of Ansay and Associates, hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. Again, please thank all of our sponsors as they make our broadcasts possible here on WRDN. Okay, here we go. So we have the timeout done. Blackhawks have the ball. They inbound it now to Walthall. Walthall now over to Jensen. Jensen on the right wing. A bounce pass over to Clausen. Clausen inside pass to Sell. Sell has the pass intercepted. Intercepted by Olmstead. Olmstead quickly back the other way for the Panthers. Right wing, 3-ball shot, no good. And rebounded by the Blackhawks. That's Walthall back the other way quickly for Baldwin-Woodville. He gets across the timeline. Now over to Jacobson. Panthers lead 46-31. Jacobson now right wing. He's going to stop. 15-footer. Shot no good. Tipped out to Jensen. Jensen now on the left wing. Jensen now over to Walthall. Walthall top of the key. Back to Jensen. Panthers in a 2-3 zone. And inside now they kick it back out. High, low. Here we go. Clausen 3-ball. From the left wing. And so now inbounded to Olmstead. 46-34 Panthers. And over to Wittig. Wittig now to Brydung. Brydung top of the key. Inside to Bates. Bates stops. Shot no good. And rebounded by the Blackhawks. That is Clausen with the rebound. Back the other way now over to Walthall. Now to Jensen top of the key. Jensen looking for a cutter. No one there. Into the left corner to Walthall. Walthall now back out to Clausen. Clausen on the left wing to Walthall. Walthall now over to Jacobson. Jacobson cross-court pass. Right wing, 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And rebounded by Sal. Now over to Walthall. 3-ball on the way from the left wing this time. Shot no good. Rebounded by Bates. To Olmstead. To Brydung on the right wing. Back to Olmstead as we're across the timeline now. Olmstead over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck now to Wittig. Wittig left wing. To Brydung. Brydung back out to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck to Olmstead. Olmstead top of the key. Comes back out towards center. Now over to Wittig, left wing. To Bates at the free throw line. Bates back to Brydung. Brydung back inside to Bates. Whistle foul. Well, they did that again. Bates sets the screen after he passes it to Brydung. And then Brydung back to Bates. That time, though, Bates got fouled. Jensen with the foul. It'll stay Panther ball. Weber and Anderson coming in. Bates and Olmstead coming out. Panthers lead 46-34. 10-13 remaining here in the game. Inbounding it is Weisenbeck now. Weisenbeck out to Anderson, top of the key. Anderson now. Back to Wittig. Wittig to Weber. Weber top of the key now, outside to Brydung. Brydung inside to Weber. Weber gets cut off, though. He's got to get it back to Anderson. Anderson now at the free throw line, back out to Weber. Weber right wing. Weber squares up, 3-ball on the way. Shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson stop, tries to put up a shot. Nope, kicks it back out to Wittig. Wittig now to Weber. Let's try that again, he says. To Weisenbeck, to Brydung. Brydung left wing. To Wittig, or to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck drives in from the top of the key. Tough shot, no good. And rebounded by Anderson on the loose ball, up and in. Oh, Max Anderson was like, oh my, the ball just came to me. I'm going to take it and put it up. And he did. And back the other way now, over to Clausen. Panthers lead 48-34. Cross-court pass now inside to Sell. Sell in the lane.
Has to kick it back out to the top of the key now. Head fake is Jacobson. Jacobson from the free throw line. Durano. 48-36 Panthers. Across the timeline is Weber. Weber now over to Brydung. Brydung now to Wittig. Wittig to Brydung. Brydung top of the key. Can't drive inside. Over to Weisenbeck now. Weisenbeck gets sent back towards the outside. Has to hand it off to Brydung. He'll drive in. Puts up the shot. Offensive foul. And so they'll go back to Baldwin-Woodville. That's his second. Olmsted getting ready to come back in. He'll come in for Wittig for the Panthers. 48-36, Panthers lead, 8:45 remaining in the game. You're listening to Durand-Arkansaw Boys High School Basketball here on Real Country 1430 AM Stereo, WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and Brian Winnekins. And now into the corner is Bignell. He'll drive in from the right corner. Shot put up, no good. Loose ball, and Olmsted comes up with it. And Olmsted now across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Weber. Weber left wing. 3-ball shot, no good. Loose ball coming up with it is Anderson. Anderson's pass intercepted. Intercepted by the Blackhawks. Coming back the other way is Clausen. Clausen shot over, lays it, no good. Sal with the rebound, puts up the shot, gets the shooter's roll. 48-38 Panthers. Across the timeline is Olmsted now. Olmsted over to Weber. Weber on the left wing now to Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on number 33, and that's going to be on Bignell. So inbounding it to our left is Weisenbeck. Well, no, it's going to be more like in front of us. All right, also Weisenbeck inbounds it to Olmsted. Olmsted, oh, he lost the ball. Thievery, wow. And thievery by Sell. 48-40 Panthers. Got a little complacent there, and Sell just took it from him. Over to Weber now. Weber now on the left wing. Does a head fake, drives inside, no shot. Whistling a foul. Foul will be on the Blackhawks. And foul's going to be on Johnson, it looks like, his first. Brydung back in, and she'll inbound it to our left. Inbounds it to Olmsted, back to Brydung. Now inside to Bates, who's back in. Bates goes left, goes right, puts up a shot, whistling a foul. Foul's going to be on number 3. That's going to be on Sell. Going to the line for 2 is Bates. Thank you to Jerry Bear & Sons with dog and pet food from Nutrisource and Diamond, located by Annabis Silo, Highway 25 Durand, Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. First free throw on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. Chenfit Smith Funeral Home, serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services by visiting chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com. Next free throw on the way by Bates. Up and rims out, no good. Rebounded by the Blackhawks. Jensen with the rebound. Back the other way come the Blackhawks. Panthers up by 8. Sell. Shot put up from the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by Brydung. Over to Olmsted now. Olmsted working off a screen. Now to Brydung. Brydung on the right wing. Brydung now a bounce pass over to Bates. Bates now pass inside, whistling a foul. Pass intended for Anderson, but he gets fouled. Foul's going to be on Bignell. That's his second. 5th team foul. Panthers lead 48-40, 6:58 remaining in the game. Brydung to inbound it. Out to Bates. Bates down, top of the key now. Over to Olmsted. Olmsted right wing. 3-ball shot way short. And coming up with the loose ball was Jensen. Jensen puts up a shot, no good. Loose ball, coming up with it is Anderson. Anderson to Olmsted. Olmsted's pass intercepted. Intercepted by Bignell. Back the other way we go. That's Walthall. Walthall now over to Jensen. Jensen left wing, inside now to Sell. Sell dishes it back off to Waltall. Drives left baseline. Shot put up, no good. Rebounded by Bignell. Shot put up this time is in. Timeout, Durand-Arkansaw. As it's now 48-42 Panthers with 6:22 remaining in the game. Thank you to Bauer Built Tire. Let Bauer Built take care of your automotive needs under one roof. Give them a call, 672-8300, or visit them online at BauerBuilt.com. The Cottage, from floral arrangements to Valentine's Day gifts for mom. Some great Valentine's Day specials, guys. From the flowers, the candies, the stuffed animals, and more. Order early from the Cottage for Valentine's Day delivery. Ladies, there's going to be a Galentine's Gala on February 13th with the Cottage as well. Also, the JKO Auto Body Shop with car restoration and collision repairs to JKO Auto Body and Rod Shop, Madison Street, Durand. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store, Durand Fresh Market. Download the app for even more savings. Visit shopfreshmarkets.com for more information on that. Numbers are us, your daily money managers. 3rd Avenue West, Durand. Give Rhonda a call at 672-8093. Find out how a daily money manager can help your family not only save money on fees, but also protect your family from fraud. Give Rhonda a call again at 672-8093. And Durand Smokehouse, where the hog sale going on right now at Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85, Durand. Please thank all of our sponsors. Again, they make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, and tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. Panther ball now. We're ready to go. Panthers lead 48-42. Over to Olmsted now. Across the timeline over to Brydung. Brydung now to Weber. Weber to Bates. Bates, top of the key. Bates now back to Anderson. Anderson inside to Bates. Bates drives the lane, up and in. 50-42 Panthers. Across the timeline now comes Clausen. Clausen over to Waltall. Waltall now to Bignell. Bignell left wing. Bounce pass to Clausen, top of the key. Round the horn we go to Jensen. Now inside to Sell. Sell tries to get around Bates. Bates cuts him off, puts up the shot anyway. Counted in the foul. Foul will be on Bates. His third. Going to complete the three-point play will be Sell. Thank you to Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West, Durand. Healthcare your way. Find out more at provisions.health. 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom, building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Visit wwt.coop. And the Riverside Grill. Visit the Riverside Grill for daily specials. Don't forget about the Friday Fish Fry, too. Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. Free throw, no good. Rebounded, though, by Clausen. So 50-44 Panthers. 5:36 remaining. Over to Clausen. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson to Olmsted now. And Olmsted across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Anderson now. Anderson back to Weber. Weber trying to work off that screen. Top of the key, fakes right, goes left, does a spin move in the lane. Kicks it out to Brydung in the right corner. Back out to Weber, top of the key. Works off a screen. Whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be on Sal. His third. Next foul. Bonus the rest of the way on the next foul for the Panthers. Brydung now waiting for to inbound it. And it's going to be all the way out to Weber. Weber back the other way. Weber stops into the lane. Shot good. And so it makes it 52-44 now, Panthers. Across the timeline now is Clausen. Into the corner now. 3-ball on the way. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson to Olmsted. Olmsted will bring it across the timeline for the Panthers. Comes down to the right wing. Hands it off to Brydung. Brydung over to Bates. Bates right wing. Bates now over to Weber. Weber back at center. Works off the screen from Bates. Now back inside to Bates. Bates up and in. Wow. Not sure how many times they've done that, but wow. 54-44 now, Panthers. Over to Jacobson. Jacobson, left baseline. Shot put up, no good. Rebounded by, nope, jump ball. It'll stay Baldwin-Woodville ball. So inbounding it to our right is Clausen. Clausen inbounds it to Sal, right corner. Now out to Jensen. Inside to Clausen. Clausen now has to intercepted by Olmstead. Olmstead up and in. And so Walthall now across the timeline. 56-44 Panthers. Onto the right wing. 3 ball on the way. Shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Clausen, up and in. He's got 16 on the night. And across the timeline is Olmstead now. Panthers lead 56-46. Over to Bates. Bates now back inside to Anderson in the lane. Kicks it back out to Bignell on the right wing. Bignell now over to Olmstead. Olmstead fakes the 3, works off the screen from Anderson. Does not take the shot. Over to Bates. Bates now back inside to Anderson. Anderson in the lane. Turnaround shot. Whistle foul. The 3 ball by Weber's does not count. Those of you watching. It's going to be on Bignell going to the line. For 2 is Anderson. Thank you to O'Galley Cheese Factory, featuring homemade pizza just in time for that big game coming up. Visit O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25, Durand. Free throw on the way is good. Martin Transport, visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. Durand Improvement Group, many hands make light work. Volunteer to help with community events. It's durandimprovementgroup.org. Next free throw by Anderson off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Bignell. And back the other way comes the Blackhawks. And over to Clausen now. Cross-court pass now to Walthall. Panthers lead 57-46. 3 minutes remaining in the game. Inside now to Sal. Sal has to kick it back out to the wing to Jensen. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on Anderson. That's his second. 15 foul. Weber and Anderson come out. We have Weisenbeck back in, and looks like Wittick back in. 57-46, Panthers lead. Inbounded now to Sal. Sal has Bates in front of him. Bates blocks it, but a loose whistle, foul. Foul will be on Sal after the block. Wow, that's his 4th. It's Panther ball. 1-1 now for the Panthers. Going to the line for the 1-1 is Bates. Thank you to Sal Block with their soup and salad bar and daily specials as well. That's the Sal Block, downtown Durand. The Paul Slusher Insurance Agency, your American Family Insurance agent serving Durand and Chippewa Falls. American Family Insurance, insurance that fits your needs. Free throw no good on the 1-1. Back the other way now come the Blackhawks. Panthers lead 57-46. Into the right corner is Clausen. Round the horn we go now over to Walthall. Now we have a 3 ball by Jensen. Shot no good. Crash in the glass though, number 5. He gets fouled. That's Walthall who'll go to the line. And the foul's on Bates. That's not good because I think that's his 4th. Yep. And so going to the line for 2 is Walthall. Thank you to Ryan Sports Shop. Ice fishing is here. Visit Ryan Sports Shop for all of your ice fishing needs. First free throw is good. Durand-Napa farmers, visit Durand-Napa for custom hoses, bulk fluids, filters, tools, and all the parts you need to keep your equipment running on the farm with Napa know-how from Durand-Napa, Madison Street, Durand. First free throw was good. Next free throw is good as well. 57-48 Panthers. Inbounded to Olmstead. Olmstead now across the timeline. Olmstead now keeping it himself. Cross-court pass to Breidung. Breidung now over to Weisenbeck. 2:20 left in the game. Stolen. Stolen by the Blackhawks. With the theft is Sal. Whistle. Foul. Foul will be on Wittick. And now the Blackhawk in the 1-1 the rest of the way. 2:15 remaining. Panthers lead 57-48. Free throw on the way is good by Walthall. Thank you to Anna Basalo, your Husqvarna and Toro Lawn and Garden Equipment dealer, Durand. They also do small engine repair as well. Bauer Plumbing and Septic Service, offering plumbing and septic services for new construction or home repair. Call Chris at 672-8224 for more information. Both free throws good. 57-50. Back to Olmsted now on the bomb out. To Bates. Bates dishes it off to Weisenbeck. Over, lays it. No good. Loose ball. And Weisenbeck comes up with it. Timeout. Durand-Arkansaw. 57-50. Panthers lead. 2:06 remaining. Thank you to Amplify Health by Gunderson Mondovi Clinic, a part of Gunderson Tri-County Hospitals and Clinics. Also, the Goodrich Funeral Home, your authorized location for monuments from Lifetime Memorials. Call the Goodrich Funeral Home of Durand for more information. Elsivia Co-op, your certified Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor is Elsivia Co-op. Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street, Durand. Don't forget about that agriculture conference coming up. Visit Security Financial Bank website for more information. And Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit adventhealth.com for more information. All right, timeout's done. Panther ball. Panthers lead by 7, 57-50, 2:06 remaining. Brydung to inbound it right in front of us. And so Brydung inbounded to Weber. Weber back to Brydung on the left wing. To Bates now, top of the key. Here comes the and jump ball. It'll be Panther ball. And so Brydung to inbound it once again in front of us. Brydung looking. Inbounds it to Bates. Bates back to Olmsted. Olmsted drives inside. Counted in the foul. Foul will be on Viendal. And so to go to complete the three-point play is Olmsted. 59-50 Panthers. And shot no good. Rebounded by Baldwin-Woodville. Back the other way come the Blackhawks. Panthers up by 9. Inside pass now to Clausen. Clausen loses the ball. Coming up with it is Brydung to Olmsted. Olmsted back the other way. Keeps it himself. Puts up the shot, up and in. And quickly back the other way now come the Blackhawks. Shot put up and in. That is number 2. And that is Clausen. And quickly back the other way. Weisenbeck's shot is no good. It's sat on the back of the rim. And back the other way comes the Blackhawks. 3-ball on the way. Shot's good by Clausen. Timeout. Baldwin-Woodville with a minute 13 remaining. Panthers lead 59-55. And again, timeout with a minute 13 remaining. Thank you to Sundstrom & Company, your local tax experts. Call them for your tax appointment today, 672-4425. Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances along with installation and service. Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. Prime Realty of Durand. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. Prime Realty, they are the area's #1 home seller. Adams Super Service, your Partners Network Car Care Center with complete auto service, downtown Durand. Don't forget they're having their Breaks for Kids promotion going on right now to help out St. Jude's Hospital. Visit Adams Super Service for more information. NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. Please thank all of our sponsors. Okay, I thought that score wasn't right. It's 61-55. I was like, wait a minute, we did make a extra basket, so they have changed that. It's 61-55 Panthers. And so full court press now by Baldwin-Woodville. Minute 13 remaining. And Brydung to inbound it. Inbounds it to Weisenbeck. Back to Brydung. Brydung does a spin move. Over to Olmsted now. Olmsted in the corner, drives inside, puts up a shot, whistle, foul. That's Brydung driving inside after getting the pass from Olmsted. He'll go to the line for 2. Foul will be on number 5. Excuse me. That's on Walthall. So going to the line for 2 is Brydung. Minute 5 remaining. First free throw on the way is good by Brydung. These are all important free throws late in the game. 7-point Panther lead. And free throw on the way is good. He makes them both. Timeout. Oh, no, we have a substitution change. Wittek comes in for Weisenbeck. All right. 63-55, Panthers lead. So inbounded to Walthall now. Cross-court pass over to Clausen. Comes down to the right wing. He's going to drive inside. Kicks it back out to the wing now. Over to Jensen. Jensen now inside to Walthall. Walthall now has to retreat back out to the wing. 3 ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Wittek. Wittek over to Olmsted. 45 seconds remaining. Foul on Olmsted. He'll go to the line for 2. Foul will be on Clausen. Coming up, our Bowerville Panther postgame show. Run down, try and get some scores from around the area. Talk with Coach Radetsky, too. Preview our next game. That's coming up on our Bowerville Panther postgame show. First free throw is good. Next free throw on the way. Makes them both. And so Olmsted will come out. Coming in for the Panthers now, number 2, Isaac Sabelko. Panthers up by 10 again with 42 seconds remaining. Inbounded now to Walthall. And back the other way we go. 3 ball on the way. Shot no good. Tipped out. Coming up with it is Weber. He gets fouled right away by Clausen. With 32 seconds remaining, I'm betting Olmsted's probably done for the night. He's got 26 on the night. Weber on the way. First free throw, no good. Next free throw on the way is good by Weber. And coming in for the Panthers now, Miles Kraleski and Dylan Berger. Quickly back the other way. 3 ball on the way. Shot rims out, no good. Out of bounds. It'll be Panther ball with 25 seconds remaining. And so whistle and a foul on the inbound. Foul's going to be on number 10. And so it'll be going to the line now for 2. Looks like Kraleski going to the line for 2. First free throw was good. Panthers going to win this game. Coming in for the Panthers now, number 21, Matthew Diepenbrock, as Bates comes out for the night. Free throw on the way, and Kraleski makes them both. Quickly back the other way comes Baldwin-Woodville. Another 3 ball on the way is good by Walthall. Timeout Baldwin-Woodville. With 18 seconds remaining, Panthers leading by 10. Thank you to Prime Realty of Durand. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. Prime Realty, they are the area's #1 home seller. Adams Super Service, your Partners Network Car Care Center with complete auto service, Durand. NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning with around-the-clock fitness and tanning access, Durand. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, a division of Ansay & Associates. Hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts tonight. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight. So please thank our sponsors. As most of the starters are coming out now for the Panthers. And Panthers, again, are going to win this game as they're up by 10 with 18 seconds remaining. So I can't believe there would be this big of a rally by Baldwin-Woodville. Again, Breidung's still in, along with Matthew Diepenbrock is in. Again, a lot of the subs now in for the Panthers. And inbounded to Kraleski. To Berger. Berger now back to Kraleski. And now cross-court pass over to Berger. And 8 seconds remaining. That's pretty much going to do it. Panthers win it tonight by a score of 68-58. That is our final tonight. The Panthers win it. And coming up, we have our Bauer-Built Panther post-game show being brought to you by Bauer-Built Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
Thank you for listening to tonight's Durand Panther Sports broadcast on WRDN. Time now for the Bauer-Built Panther post-game show, brought to you by Bauer-Built Tire and Service, with locations in Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer-Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer-Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer-Built, built on service.
Welcome back to Baldwin-Woodville, where tonight the Panthers win it by a score of 68-58. Let's run down scoring tonight for the Panthers. Parker Olmstead had 26 on the night. Miles Kraleski had 2. William Weisenbeck had 3. Luke Weber had 11. Connor Wittig had 4. Max Anderson had 7. And Dane Bates had 12. Brett Breidung had 2. With the win, the Panthers now improved to 12-4 on the season. Meanwhile, for Baldwin-Woodville, Jeremy Jacobson had 2. Evan Clausen had 22 on the night. Gavin Sell had 10. Thatcher Walthall had 10 as well. Joe Jensen had 9. And Royal Bignell had 4 with the loss. The Blackhawks now fall to 3-10 on the season. But for the Panthers, they did a heck of a job tonight, as they were they really worked off a great play. Oh, someone's celebrating a birthday today, and the whole team took a picture with them. Okay, with one of the Durand-Arkansaw fans. So that's kind of cool. Whole team took a picture with him. Hopefully we'll still get a chance to talk with Coach Radetzky. But boy, they had it where Bates hands off the ball, sets a screen to another player, and then Bates goes down the lane. That player passes it back to Bates, up and in. I mean, that play just worked so many times for the Panthers tonight. And they did just a great job. We'll see if Coach is going to come over by me. Well, he's walking over. We'll see if he comes all the way up now. He's looking down. He's kind of drinking something, and he's drinking some water. Let's see if we... Oops. One of the fans was like, hey, I think that guy's looking for you. All right, here he comes. So we're going to talk with Coach Radetzky right now. And Coach, I'm just talking about this. This play, I don't know how many times you ran it. Dane Bates has the ball, hands it off to Brett Breidung, sets a screen. Breidung moves. Bates then goes down the lane, throw it to Bates, up and in. I mean, wash, rinse, repeat.
Yeah, they really did a nice job of doing that.
it's kind of a secondary part of our, this chin style offense that we're running now. And Dane tonight, they really showed he was slipping through and wide open. And when you have good shooters on the wings, they can't help off of him, and it allows him just to slide down in. And they did a nice job finding him. Dane did a nice job catching and finishing at the rim. They had probably 3-4 of those where they slipped in there and found him, and it was really fun to watch.
The other big thing is, I don't know if you keep that stat, you'll probably know maybe later on. How many points did you have off a transition? There were times in that second half it was like, okay, you guys all need to slow down. The radio guy can't keep up. I'm too old.
Yeah, they did a nice job getting out in transition quick and got scores out of it. And it wasn't like we threw a lot of them away. We really got good looks and got scores out of them, and it was fun to watch. And when we're playing that zone a little bit, a couple guys they see that shot go up and they see where the rebound's going, they can really get out and run on it. And we did a great job. Connor Wittig, how many steals, how many blocks did Dane Bates have? Those guys really protecting and causing havoc there, allowed some of the other guys to be able to get out and transition for us, and they did a great job finishing.
Not only getting those blocks, but not fouling either.
Yeah, he did a great job. I mean, just tips. I mean, you think about that, how many times he's just discouraging shots and bad shots. And I thought Max Anderson did a good job on the weak side getting those rebounds in too, and that helped us get out there.
Good win tonight. We'll talk to you tomorrow night back at home.
Yeah, back at her. Thanks.
Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetzky on the way. We'll try and see if we can't find some scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Plus, we'll preview our next game as well. That's coming up on the Bowerville Panther postgame show, being brought to you by Bowerville Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to Baldwin-Woodville, where tonight Durand-Arkansaw wins it by a score of 68-58 in boys high school basketball. Well, let's see if we can find some scores here from our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Some of the games that we are following, Cotter is at Lake City and Girls Fresh Market tonight. Your hometown grocery store. Plum City. Some of the games that we are following at Cotter is at Lake City and Girls City tonight. Levistrom at Elmwood Plum City. Elk Mound is playing at Colfax tonight. Glenwood City is tonight as well. So far, no scores have come in on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. They're playing at Colfax and girls basketball tonight as well. So far, no scores. Follow the Durand Fresh Market Durand Fresh Market scoreboard page of our website at realcountry1430.com. So we get the JV game tonight. Again, you can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on the sports page of our website at realcountry1430.com. Meanwhile, in the JV game tonight, Durand-Arkansaw won that game by tomorrow. We're back at home with the boys once again. Again, our final score tonight is 68-58. Our next broadcast coming up tomorrow. We're back at home with the boys once again, as they'll be taking on Plum City Elmwood. We'll have the Advent Health Panther preview at 7. High school basketball here on WRDN. Again, our final score, Durand-Arkansaw wins it tonight 68-58. You've been listening to Durand-Arkansaw boys high school basketball here on WRDN. I'm Brian Winnikins. Have a great evening.
Big or small, in town or in the country, Prime Realty of Durand can help you find exactly